Hello, nerds! Thank you for joining me here on Nerd News Clips. This is the second channel. This is the place for all of the short-form content as well as the individual sections and just generally speaking smaller things. If you are into the longer form content, youtube.com/generallynerdy is the place to go see that. With that out of the way, let's get into this. All right, so movies, I mentioned this briefly in the intro to the episode. Movies, we have CinemaCon happened, so a lot of announcements have happened, so we're just gonna kind of burn through this fairly quickly. So first up, in follow-ups side of things, we have a few of them. Madam Web is going to kick off the follow-up subsection. The release date has been announced, July 7th of 2023 for Madam Web. Then we have Super Mario, the new animated Super Mario movie that is Chris Pratt voicing Mario. That has been moved from April 7th of 22 to April 23rd of 2023. Then we have Dune. This one is not a release date necessarily, but we have the official announcement from Denis Villeneuve that Dune Part 2 is an active pre-production and they are set to begin principal photography sometime in July. And then we were talking about Wonka, following up on the Wonka, Timothée Chalamet going to play the prequel version of Willy Wonka. This one, I don't know if we've announced the release date, so we're going to start there. The release date is December sometime of 2023. That's not the newest part. The newest part is that it has been officially made known. This is going to be a musical, which has me kind of, it's a little bit of a strange announcement. Now, is this going to be musical like Broadway musical, like everything they say is done through song, or is it going to be musical like the original Gene Wilder movie had a couple of songs kind of peppered throughout the movie and really is just kind of dark and awesome? I'm really hoping a little bit more the former and less of the latter, or I might have that backwards. I'm half asleep, whatever. So that's what we've got there. We have one other follow-up, and it is Salem's Lot, the adaptation, the live-action adaptation of Stephen King's novel is set for release September 9th. All right, so that's our follow-ups section. Let's get into trailers. We have one new trailer. This is not for a new movie, but it is for a movie that's kind of got the community up a little crazy, and that is Black Phone with Ethan Hawke, where he plays the creepy guy that wears the devil mask. The new trailer's worth a watch, especially if you're an Ethan Hawke fan. He's creepy, man. Go check this one out. 'Cause if you like the horror stuff, you should definitely be checking this out. That is our one trailer to speak of this week. Now let's get into news for movies. First up, we're talking Animal Farm. I'm not sure if we announced this because it was so long ago. It might have skipped under the radar at the time. The research wasn't so great. But Andy Serkis has been trying to do a version of Animal Farm for 11 years. It was officially announced as being somewhere in production approximately 3 to 4 years ago. I did not write that down in the notes because they take amazing notes. But yeah, so it's been in the works for quite some time. I do know we have talked about this previously, but now it looks like we are actively moving forward with this. We have, it's officially going to be an animated movie. It is going to be directed by Andy Serkis, and we have production staff on the team and everything. So this one's probably going to be a little while before we see like a bunch of updates on it, but it is actively in development right now, and then Serkis is going to be jumping over to Venom 3. Oh wait, we haven't got to that yet. Let's move right from there into the Sony announcements from CinemaCon, and yes, that is right, you heard me correctly. Venom 3 is happening. We have Venom 3 and Ghostbusters, Afterlife sequel, so Ghostbusters 5, all those got announced, as well as another Spider-Verse movie, not the animated Spider-Verse, but the Sony Spider-Less universe. This time we have El Muerte has been announced, so the negative returns from Morbius did not kick them off of the path just yet. They are going to continue to try and exploit their Marvel license as much as possible. I mean, you get some bumps along the way, and that's probably what they're going to qualify Morbius as in the long run. So that is what we have from Sony at CinemaCon, at least the noteworthy bits. Next, from CinemaCon, Warner Brothers made some announcements as well. We have announcement that Batman 2 is going to be happening. We have official word that Matt Reeves is, in fact, going to be returning to write and direct once again. This is not a surprise, though it has been officially confirmed, so there's that. We also got a trailer for Black Adam, which has not been released to the public yet, but is going to be released sometime soon, apparently. So that was the noteworthy stuff from Warner Brothers, and that was the news for the movie section. So let's do movie suggestions. This suggestion was a weird one, and I'm still kind of riding the fence, so if you don't like it, don't hold it against me, but it is definitely a unique take in the horror genre of the haunted house sub-genre of horror. It's called The Night House. It is on, I believe, HBO Max, and it's weird. It's not bad. It's not great. It's somewhere in the middle up until the end, and like most modern horror, it kind of falls apart in the last 10 minutes. Can't really hold that against it, though. The theater of the mind is much more effective than actually watching the thing play out on the screen. So definitely an interesting movie, and one that I'm sending you towards with a little bit of trepidation, because again, a little weird. Watch it and let's talk about the quality, because again, riding the fence on quite a bit of that. So that is our movie section. Once again, this has been just a brief segment from the larger episode that has been posted over on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. Go over there for the long form content, or just subscribe here if you want it in bite-sized chunks. Thank you very much for joining me, nerds. We'll see you in the next one. Before we go though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.